Yo, welcome back to the channel, y'all. Second anniversary of Watch Your Realms from Ashes to Ashes. This is how I tackled stage 7 of Vault of Elyndris. Power Dominance is off. But yeah, I just kind of want to display to y'all how I personally tackled it. Very similar team as stage 6, except I did add Beatrix instead of a third defender. So this is how I personally tackled it. This was a little bit easier than stage 6 for sure. But let's start it out. So the first thing I did was add Salus. Whenever I do it. Okay, there we go. And then Eloin. And the nice thing is I have Invigs, and same thing with, every time I use Eloin, I have Invig, so it gives that extra boost. I could have put Salus on the left side, which might have made it easier, but if you're not on top of the timing, Salus will die. Well, based off of your gear, but for mine at least, he was going to die. So I put a Solid down. Reason why is just because I want King Hearts to be over there with the high shield and be able to stay alive. Beelzebub I put up after this is done, and then Greed. I take off a Solid. I use a Wood Elf to get some points back. Anora goes down. I put Greed right there just because just in case an enemy does get through kind of like that range for Anora, Greed's ult will slow it down enough so that the summoning dragon right there can get involved and hopefully get, kill them even if they're past that range, which is nice. So the middle's taken care of. I'm gonna put King Hearts down. Yeah, my bad. I put King Hearts here, and then I'll put a Solid down the middle again. Yeah. What Elf again? So I put Beelzebub, Beatrix down on this right side just because I attempted this a few times. At times, for some reason, I was really struggling with the right, even with Nocturne doing his thing, and enemies would still get through. So just being able to have Beatrix on this right side, plus the nice thing about her ult is she can get involved anywhere in the map. So that's the nice thing. She's able to still participate in the middle and on the left if need be, but not really the middle. And so that's the cool thing about her ult. So that's why I like using her. I know it's maybe not as much damage as you would like to see all the time, but she's still amazing. And then my ult with Nocturne. The right side's almost done. I believe there's one or two more waves on that right side. Waiting to get Eloin's her ult so everybody can get some rage regen. Beatrix's ult comes back. Eloin's ult, Salus's ult. I like to try to use everybody's ult when I basically ult with Eloin so that their rage regen can get involved, and everybody can, get out of their rage so they can have their ult ready. But in this case I couldn't. But yeah, everybody's ulting. I get rid of Nocturne. I don't have to get rid of Beatrix because she can still get involved. And then we're just gonna kind of let it go. I was debating if I was gonna put a Solid down the middle, but and then in this run, to be honest, the last time I did this, it was a cleaner run. But not Beelzebub, Beatrix is just just in case she was able to finish off the rest. Last time I did this, I didn't have that much of a big trouble compared to this time. But generally, this is what I did. Um, yeah, it took me, I think 5 tries. The stage 6 took me about 20, 30 tries. It took me a hot minute, but this one, the gear is going to be very similar to the last time. I didn't really change it. You can even tell by the BP. It didn't really change anything. This is her build right here with the Invix set. I really love that artifact on her. And then Awaken 3, I was very happy about that. 2 of them, I did pull 2 Elyndris, I think. And then one of them was a unpolished soulstone, just because I really needed that A3. They're all maxed down skills. Beelzebub, very similar stage 6 gear. I didn't really change them. I just want to show Wukong. Nora, now she's maxed out, but I mean I could add 2 more to her if I wanted to. Her gear is pretty good. An Inferno Roar set, and then Greed, similar to last time. It's just a lot of speed. And then my favorite artifact on him, which is Nightmare Samsara, just because 7.5% rage every 5 hits, which is a great, especially with that high attack speed. That's super important. Her gear is great too. I think Nora has my best Inferno Roar set, and Beatrix I think had my best set. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, that set. King Hearts, Bastion Ring. Same thing with the Soldat. To be honest, I could have put a Soldat down the middle to kind of help out support, but I wanted to see if they could handle it with all the CC, which they did. And then Nocturne, same gear as stage 6. Tear Twilight. Salus, same thing, same gear. Maxed out. Awaken 2. Yeah, and that's exactly how I did it. Like I said, this wasn't as difficult as the other one. But hopefully this does help you out. If you need any guidance or anything, please let me know in the comments section. Hopefully this did help. This is how I personally tackled it. When it comes to replacements, Mari could replace Beelzebub. Beatrix, I just really like her because she's able to tackle everything and participate throughout the whole map. But you could definitely replace her and put someone else. You could maybe put Boreas, just add another mage in there if you're struggling with any attack down the middle. Nocturne, I just like him really for the true damage, plus on top of it, he's able to go with the Northern faction, which is really cool, so to be able to get that boost. But if you're not able to do that, I mean, I have King Hearts, but you could definitely put a Soldat as the lead, I can't think of the term, but the leader. And have replace King Hearts with another, even an epic defender, which should still work out. With Salus, if you're willing, and similar as I explained in stage 6, if you're okay having a different, like a mage or a different marksman, and it's perfectly fine. You don't have to use Salus. Just understanding you do need a blocker on the left and a good enough healer. And Elowen is a good enough healer. It's just understanding you're going to take those hits and understand the chance of dying and so on, especially on the left. So you could definitely use different individual characters, just understanding maybe your gear needs to be a little bit better, or be able to have those supporting units to be able to heal them and keep them alive in the meantime, and be able to keep them stunned or stay in their position while you're trying to handle it, especially if you're going to slowly chip at it rather than obliterating them in the first spot, which doesn't have to be perfect every time. You just have to beat it once, just so you can get the power of dominance, so you can start farming it. And these gears, like limited gear dungeons, are amazing. I'm getting so many ancient pieces, which is just crazy. It's the most ancient pieces I've seen. Like, I would put like 30-40 runs, go work out, go to work, go do something. I come back and I'm just getting like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ancients, and it's crazy. And I'm actually filling up to my Malric's illusion, the illusion of yeah, that whole thing with the extra stages. I'm getting a lot more of that, which is really cool. So I'm able to get an opportunity to get those cool new the features that where you can adjust the gear and everything. So there's a lot of cool things happening with Watcher Realms, and I'm loving it. This is a really cool stage, and I'm really excited to tackle the next one in a few days. The next vault, and hopefully I can have a video sooner than that, or as soon as that come out, so I can guide y'all if you need any guidance. But I believe in all of you. All of y'all can do it. But yeah, if you need any help, let me know. Appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all later. Peace.